Another Monday. Another sick ass nerdy stream. Don't worry, no adventures. I'm on my motherfucking way. Oh, yeah. Woo. Oh, hello there, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the week. It's going to be a good one, and man, it's kind of chilly up here. I'm going to be honest. Gonna crank the heat in the Iron Nerd suit just a little bit because it's getting cold. It's October now, and you know what that means. Oh yeah, we got to give away a $200 GameStop gift card to a lucky Nerd Venger member. And you still got time. Go ahead, become a member right now, and if you win, it's like your first time, and you're new, and you win the $200. Everyone will hate you. I'll kind of think it's funny, but make no mistake, everyone will hate you. It's never happened before. Somebody that just signed up won the gift card. Anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll get into that. Brand new Wakanda Forever trailer. And hot damn, does it look good? It looks real good. And so we're going to break it down live. We're going to get into it frame by frame. We're going to get an encyclopedia out, a magnifying glass, a lie detector test. I don't know why. A Rubik's Cube. I don't know. But we're doing that. That's going to be cool. We're also going over some hot D. Oh my God, we've got a lot to get to today. I'm pulling into the tower. I'll see you in a second. Oh yeah. Can you believe, guys, can you believe it? Well, what's up, everybody? First of all, hope you had a good weekend. Can you believe that there are two more, after this month, two more months left in the year? What? It's the 10th month of the year. What? Holy shit, this year flew by. This year flew by, but then again, maybe after 2020 and 2021 felt like about a decade each. Maybe that's what's going on with this year, man. Anybody else feeling that in chat? Anybody else like, where the hell did this year go? Let me know. How are you feeling about it? It's crazy, right? It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. So, a couple of things I want to say before we get too far into the stream. We're going to start by breaking down the Wakanda Forever trailer. Then we're going to break down the episode of Hot D because I actually really liked that episode of Hot D. I'm wondering how you guys felt. I feel like it's maybe one of the weaker episodes. The pacing was just a little bit off, but I ultimately really enjoyed what was going on in that episode. I'm really excited where we're going. There were incredible scenes, so I want to talk about that for sure. We'll do that in the back half of the show. We also absolutely have to give away this awesome $200 GameStop gift card to a lucky member. And so we're going to do that at some point in the show as well. And I want to say that we got a special thing going on this week, Friday. Okay, this Friday, we are going to do a watch party for the Halloween special, Werewolf by Night, coming out from Marvel Studios. It drops this week. It will be dropping Thursday at like midnight or 3 a.m. or something like that, okay? But we're trying something new. Okay, we're trying something new. We're going to do a watch party, and we're going to start at 7 p.m. on Friday, okay? We think more people will be able to kind of watch it then. And look, even if you've watched it already and you want to just come on by and hang for a little bit, that's going to be fun as well. So we'll go live at 7 p.m. It's going to be a costume party. So I'm going to be in costume. Liam may or may not be in costume as well. We'll show you his fun costume. We'll hang out for about a half hour, and then we'll watch the special feature. I think it's only about 50 minutes to an hour long. So probably end the stream like 8:39, depending on how much we chat about it afterwards. But come on by for that. I think it's going to be a fun one. I don't like scary movies. okay? I don't like scary movies, but I figured, you know what? Maybe I can just get jump scared and freaked out on Friday, and you guys will think it's funny. And so we'll have a jolly good time, on Friday. Come on by on Friday for that. One more thing I want to talk about before we get on in to the Wakanda Forever, and that is that we're doing a new thing. We're going to start giving away one dope, nerdy thing each month to a subscriber of the Den of Nerds, the main Den of Nerds channel. All you got to do is be a subscriber. That's it. All you got to do is be a subscriber. And at the end of this month, I will do a drawing for a subscriber on the channel, and I will mail you out this awesome Mjolnir. Look, I know the movie wasn't that great. Okay, I don't know what you want from me, but this Mjolnir is dope. The Mjolnir is good. And besides, some people like Love and Thunder. I feel like every time I'm like, Love and Thunder wasn't that great, I always get like one or two people like, I actually loved it. Good for you, Jimmy. Good for you, Jimmy. So yeah, that'll be we'll be giving that away at the end of the month. We're trying to get people. I don't ever ask people to subscribe to this channel or the other channel, but I got to do better at that because it matters and stuff, I guess. So subscribe for your chance to win that dope Mjolnir. Do it. Okay, let's get into it, man. How about this? Let's start here. I'll get this set up, but I would like to know from the chat, what did you think of the trailer? How hype was this trailer? How much did you love it? Out of 10. Give me your score out of 10. How much did you like it? Put it into the chat. Put it into the chat. Put it into the chat. And then let me get this thing on out here. Wait, some people still haven't seen it? Oh man, that's crazy. Christopher Banker, welcome to the Nerdvengers. You are a Nerdvenger now. 999999898. Damn, that's a lot of high scores. That's a lot of high scores. I mean, it was pretty good, huh? Some people haven't seen it yet. Cool, we'll watch it together. Teaser was better. The shots of Namor were amazing. Oh, we're gonna talk Namor. Highlight of the trailer for sure. Tips for growing a YouTube channel. Oh man. Right before I get into breaking down the trailer, I don't know if this is the right time. I'll go over that later. We'll go over all the super chats later on, okay? All right. Let's begin. Hopefully this plays, right? Cool. Okay, obviously, the very first thing we can note here is the somber nature of this trailer. Just like the first trailer, it starts off like it's definitely showing you like a sadness, an emotionality.
The most broken people.
The most broken people.
Can be great leaders.
I think that's Namor talking too, okay? I'm going to break it up here just because I want to keep an eye on the old freaking copyright situation here. Dude, I mean, the cut here between him like putting down his trident and her putting this spear into the ground here, it's absolutely incredible. Okay, so the thing is with this trailer, and it's like I'm trying not to be like too spoilery here, but I will just say that the trailer, as with most of these trailers, does prove a lot of the leaks to be correct, okay? And so we'll just kind of like say that it's rumor for now, and I'll do broad strokes. I'm not going to go like full-on spoilers or anything, but yeah. So what you have here is you have a ship, and I think this will be like more or less at the beginning of the movie, kind of like an inciting incident. And this ship is looking for vibranium, and it's looking for vibranium not in Wakanda, obviously, but out in the middle of the ocean. And this is actually going to come back tied to Riri Williams. It's going to eventually tie back to Victor Von Doom. And it's really interesting, right? Because this vessel here that's looking for the vibranium is going to get the ire of Namor and the Atlanteans. And that's what you're seeing, is you're seeing the Atlanteans come up and fight this vessel.
They did not call him General or King. They called him Kukulkan, the Feather Serpent God.
The Feather Serpent God. And I like this, man. And Baku, like, just kind of explaining a little bit of the lore and the history of Namor here. And what he says next is, like, really important and telling to the story.
Killing him will risk eternal war.
Eternal war. If we kill him, it risks eternal war. Interesting.
He's coming for the surface world.
And he's coming for the surface world. Pretty crazy, huh?
What you whisper.
Damn.
They have lost their protector.
Dude, the energy in this trailer is so hyped up. And what she's saying is, she's like, we hear you whisper, they have lost their protector. Now is the time to strike. Damn. I mean, look, we're going to go frame by frame. We're going to do the breakdown, but I just kind of want to do a run through here. But obviously, when I saw Namor flying around with his actual winged foot, I mean, boner! Riri doing her thing. Atuma looks sick.
Show them who we are.
And then, boom, money shot. And I mean, bro, she looks great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of questions about who's going to be Black Panther after this, who's going to leave Wakanda, et cetera, et cetera. But I think regardless of what happens maybe at the very end of the film, Riri Williams is going to be Black Panther in this movie. She's going to have her Black Panther suit. I actually heard there's going to be several Black Panther in the movie. Like, other people, including the Dora Milaje, may well get Black Panther suits, probably made by Riri. But this money shot her with her just dropping down with this suit. It hits, bro. It hits, bro. Okay, so for me, top to bottom, an incredible trailer. I think tonally, when you think about what's going on in this trailer, it is striking this really interesting balance of mourning T'Challa, but also, like, you almost don't, like, that's not even a part of the trailer that I thought it would be, like, as much as I thought it would be. The trailer's really about Wakanda's now in this weakened state, and, you know, what are we going to do to lead? You know, you're getting this theme of Namor throughout. You know, he's talking about the broken people. There's a little bit of, like, even his history and being a ruler of his own people. And you're striking this really interesting tonal balance here of mourning, but also, like, yo, we need to handle business. And I think that responsibility is interesting, right? So you've got him here, and it looks like he's painting, right? Like, so he's painting some of these images of maybe, like, the classic Mayan art here. You get, like, the traditional dancing here. And so it's really evoking this idea of these people, their history, their culture. Like, that's obviously a very important part of, you know, Wakanda, but also of, you know, Atlantis. And yeah, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. And the art, right? I mean, like, you're seeing, this is the Wakanda Forever symbol here, but, like, you know, you got this art here, and I think that's meant to just evoke a parallel between the art that Namor is doing. I mean, again, the cultures of these two kingdoms is really, really important. And Shuri, I mean, the thing is, like, Shuri's gonna have the weight of the world on her shoulders in this movie, and I think it's really gonna be interesting to see how the Wakandan royalty is dealing with this, right? It seems like the queen is, like, taking it to a harsh place, and she's very almost vindictive, you know, on guard and all these different things, which you can imagine. I mean, she's lost a lot. She lost her husband. She now lost her son. Yeah, it's pretty wild, right? Shuri is probably going to be kind of just totally collapsed from the sorrow. You know, we've heard in interviews and stuff that she's going to be, like, absorbed in her work, and so she's going to be, like, making all these different suits, making all this different tech because of the pain and the loss, of losing her brother. And so a little bit of like reluctant hero, probably. Also just being self-obsessed and kind of finding her own therapy through her work. And
Can be great leaders.
Can be great leaders. And like, dude, we've seen these shots before, but like, man, they are really nailing it with the feeling of Atlantis, with the feeling of him coming down on this throne here. This shot in particular here, I mean, it's just so damn cool, bro. Like, I cannot wait to see this in the theaters in a massive screen. It just looks like spectacle. And I'm also saying, I'm also getting this vibe, and I'm wondering how you guys feel about this too. It's a little less bright and poppy as compared to a lot of the palette we usually get in Marvel. Reminding me of the palette of Eternals, actually, which is interesting, but because it's more of a somber, serious movie, totally fits. I'm feeling it. And then, like, the idea of the throne and, the small council, if you will. Like, this is an intimidating, interesting, I mean, there's just a lot of weight to all of it, right? The responsibility of this, who's going to step up, because the people too, they want to know, what are we doing now? Who's in charge now? Like, what's going on? And so, yeah, I think that what's going on here is, again, they are looking for the vibranium. There's technology that I think Riri has created to be able to find vibranium just like under the ocean floor or whatever. And so this is disturbed what's going on in Atlantis, and the Atlanteans are going to come up and attack here.
Do not call him general or king.
They do not call him general or king. And this is interesting. I wonder here, how many of the different people, is this just his tribe? Is this just a lot of different Wakandans? Like, who is he telling this story to? It's really interesting. They call him a god. Now, let's stop and talk about Namor for just a second here, because there's sort of conflicting reports about, is he going to be a mutant, or does he get his power of the wings and the flight via the gods? I had always heard, up until very recently, when Tanac Huerta made the comments about being a mutant, I thought they were going to go away from the mutant thing, and he was going to be granted some kind of gift from the gods, and that's how he has the wings, and that's how he's able to fly. I mean, I would much prefer it if he was just a straight-up mutant, and that was the thing. It's like, he's half Atlantean and half human, but he's also a mutant. I would absolutely love that, and I'm hoping that's the way they go. But regardless, they think of him, his own people think of him as a god. And so if they were to kill him or slay him, it would be eternal war between Atlantis and Wakanda. Very interesting. And I'm telling you right now, I have had, my kind of mixed feelings on Namor and his presentation. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, he looks like Namor. Sometimes I'm like, bro, he's looking way too like pretty boy Disney kind of thing going on here. But I will say, this shot of him just flying here, and it's a spear rather than a trident, which is really interesting, probably just more culturally appropriate for them. I love it, dude. The shot of him just flying here, bro, somehow, and this is like, you gotta give Marvel credit. Like, you gotta give Marvel credit. They do things and they pull things off that, like, as a comic book fan, you never would have necessarily known or had confidence at it being able to be pulled out. He is literally flying with his winged feet from the comic. It's one of the silliest things about the character in comics, and yet we all just accept it and we think it's badass because Namor's badass. They pulled it off, dude. Like, they pulled off Namor flying with his winged feet. It's kind of ridiculous, but it looks awesome. I'm a big fan of how they made it look.
Will risk eternal war.
Eternal war.
He's coming.
Now, I'm not 100% sure what is going on in these scenes. Again, this is probably on the boat, and they're trying to get the vibranium. But it seems like either one or some of the people on this exposition here are Wakandan. Is this the government coming in to help save them or to help? Like, I'm not 100% sure what's going on here.
For the surface.
And then, really, really interesting. It's only there for a second, but we see her in the throne room, just kind of like looking around. I think you're going to see the shot paralleled again, but it's all on fire. And she's just kind of like thinking about the weight of this responsibility, right?
For the surface world.
And this shot is dope. Wait, because you can see the reflection of Namor, and look, we see a lot of stoic shots with Namor in the trailer and like, you know, whatever. But I'm really hoping that we get like that fucking Namor energy, bro, because he's like savage, incredibly powerful, and quite villainous. I know that Tanakh like said these things. We're gonna go over the article in a little bit here. He said like, you know, I think he said like Latin Americans are always villains in the movie, so it's nice to like not be a villain or be an anti. I'm like, bro, I get what you're saying, but what the fuck are you saying? Because Namor is a villain. He's one of the most douchebaggy, asshole, like straight up evil, but kind of, you know, has some redeemable qualities ever. So I'm a little bit like cautious about this because I'm like, dude, what are they doing to Namor? I hope he's still very cocky. I hope he's like somewhat of a douche still. And I also hope he's hella strong and capable. And just what we see in the background here of him like about to like break this, you know, break this glass or whatever. That's actually the most savage kind of look that we get at him. We're not even like straight looking at him, but I hope that he's savage as fuck, man. I really do. And again, like this is that same doctor that's on the ship here using vibranium weapons to like cut up those whatever the military is there, right? It's kind of interesting. And then we get a crazy shot here. Okoye's fighting, doing some crazy. I wish I could make out more of what this is. It's very dark. Like the trailer's very dark, but I assume these are Atlanteans, right? Absolutely wild. The action looks awesome. Music's hype, bro. Like the music's perfect for this trailer.
We know what you wish.
Like this right here, like you're seeing a little bit of a shade of it here. Like I could see him delivering some sinister ass, cold as fuck lines here, and I'm really hoping that's the case. Again, Namor is savage, brutal, and a big old douchebag. You know what I mean? And I'd really like to see that carried over into this version. This could possibly be at MIT. I believe that, you know, Riri having something to do with the vibranium tech. They go to visit her. I think that Namor actually comes for her too. And, you know, this is actually, I think, the action sequence that she hurt her back. Letitia actually hurt her back doing some of this stuff here.
Lost their protector.
Wakanda being flooded. I don't think Wakanda is going to be the only part of Africa that's flooded. I think this shit's going to get real, real crazy. Y'all know that Kumara Usman is in this movie too, right? He's apparently in this film. And I think that Nigeria is actually going to get flooded in the movie as well, which is kind of wild.
Now is our time to strike.
Okay, let's talk about this. This is definitely an oh shit moment, right? It's like he's able to, and I kind of dig it because it's almost like he's able to use his own power and like the wings and everything to like push off here. Like he's jumping off little like pockets of air. We're going to see a lot more of it, but like, come on, man. We saw this. I was like, holy shit. Like if Namor literally just flies through the air, starts taking out their jets and like doing crazy shit like that, like that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Riri Williams here. And that shot looks cool. Look, Atuma's gonna be a bad motherfucker too, bro. And then Riri being like, let's go. I mean, look, I'm excited to see Riri in this film. You know what I mean? Don't necessarily love the character from the comics, but I'm always up for the MCU interpretation to see how it does. What the fuck is this? What is happening here? What? Okay. Well, it was about to go, and then I screwed it up. Namor, the new king of Wakanda, wouldn't that be crazy? There's almost no way they would do that. Although, to be fair, and I don't want to go too deep on this, but they're going to do something even crazier. Probably with Doom. So they're gonna probably do something just as crazy with Doctor Doom. What the fuck is going on here, dude? The hell? What's this issue, man? I don't like it. I'm going to restart it. Okay. Maybe just so many people are watching it. Turn the quality up. That's actually a good idea. I don't know why it's that low. Give me the HD shit. Why didn't somebody tell me that earlier?
Lost their protector. Now is our time.
Damn.
Strike.
Woo! What is she? Why does this kind of look like like the Eternals here? The outfit she's wearing. It's kind of wild. Because she's like going around just helping in Africa, unless I'm mistaken, right? Because she's not actually like chilling with the Wakandans. Because that's, I believe that's T'Challa's lover, right? Which, you know, the rumor is we're going to see that she has a child. You know what I mean? A young child. The progeny of T'Challa. Bro, what is the deal with this? Why are we having so much buffering issues here, dude? Shit's stupid. Like that, her outfit there. It's crazy. M'Baku's just getting into the action. A lot of interesting rumors about what M'Baku will be doing in this film, including possibly even taking over the mantle of Black Panther until T'Challa's son is ready to. It's pretty interesting, man. We're not 100% sure how this is all going to shake out because they've done a lot of reshoots. They've changed a lot of stuff up, you know. So it's interesting. I like this shot, too. And there's that shot in the throne room. And again, I think she's in that same white outfit, yeah? Yeah, she's in that same white outfit. So there's going to be a juxtaposition there of her just looking at the throne and then the throne room being flooded and then all of this fire as well. It's going to be crazy. Now, where is she here? Looks like she might be in M'Baku's place. You know what I mean? Because you get like the snow on the ground and stuff like that. Ah, man, this hype. This movie's going to make $1 billion. I'm telling you. Which is crazy because no Marvel movie so far has made $1 billion this year. The only two films this year that made $1 billion were the Jurassic World movie and then Top Gun, right? So, kind of wild. I think the trailer looks sick. I think Namor looks freaking awesome. I have slight concerns about Namor. I think that the overall plot looks really, really interesting. It looks visually stunning. The tone looks very serious. I think it's going to be a banger. I think it's going to be a banger. Yeah, Doctor Strange was close. It was close. It was like above 900 milli, maybe even close to 950, but it did not quite get to $1 billion. That was last year, bro. Spider-Man No Way Home was last year, technically speaking. So what do you guys think? What do you think? You like the trailer? Was there anything I missed? Is there anything really, really crazy in the trailer that we need to go over? You said Riri? Yeah, Riri. Riri Williams. She's Ironheart, and she's in the movie. Yeah. I was like concerned about the simple Phase 4 type mid-action Wakanda Forever. Don't want to be pessimistic. I hope this does not suck. Yeah, me too. Yeah, so they don't show us a ton of the action. I think that's actually smart. My biggest concern with the action is just don't make it a CGI fest like the end of the first Black Panther movie. Because the end of the first Black Panther movie was horrible in my opinion. Like, I just didn't like the CGI fight. I didn't like the end with all the freaking rhinos and everything. Nah, like do something really, really unique. I think that the fact that it's Atlantis and the fact that they're flooding Wakanda is going to instantly make it more dynamic, right? So you see that shot of M'Baku like jumping down into the water and shit, already more dynamic. So I think that you're going to get a much more dynamic fight, much more interesting fight. Namor going through the air. I think ultimately you'll get there's probably a couple big action set pieces, right? So there's an action set piece at Harvard in the Harvard Yard. You know what I mean? Which is going to be fun. And then there's going to be a big action set piece at the end with like an all-out invasion from Namor. I think that it's going to be much better than what we got in the first film. It's going to be interesting to see how people take this. But I got to give it to Marvel because I think the way they've done the marketing for this film has been at the very least tasteful, considering the passing of Chad. You don't see the marketing as being like, who's the next Black Panther and shit. You know, it kind of seems like they're putting it right in your face that it's going to be Riri, which is interesting. So, yeah, I like the marketing. And then, the other thing here, we're going to do more videos as we get a little bit closer to the actual film. The craziest part of this whole thing is that it's setting up Doctor Doom and it's setting up Doom Wars. You know what I mean? Riri or Shuri. Holy shit, guys. Are you guys... Okay. everybody calm down. There's Shuri and there's Riri. They are both in the film. Did I misspeak and say Riri one time when I meant Shuri? Yeah, probably. Get off my nutsack. Just relieve the pressure from my fucking ball sack. Yeah, they're almost the exact same word. I can't pronounce anything anyways. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's not like they're Sanguinius and Baba Ganoush. It's not like they're that far apart. They're practically the same fucking name. Holy shit. That's the thing. That's the thing we can't let go today. That's the beef. Holy shit. Yes, Riri Williams and Shuri. Different people. My God. My fucking God, bro. Yes, they're different. I probably misspoke one time. I said it like 9 times. I still don't care, bro. I still do not care. You'll figure it out. I have faith that the literally smartest community on YouTube, who, by the way, right now is triggering the fuck out of me, can figure it out. Yeah. I think you'll figure it out. Bro, it's Riri, not Shuri. Ah! Holy shit! Oh my God. Good thing there's not a male character that's very similar to M'Baku, because I'm sure I'd fuck that up too, and you guys would be like, holy shit. Can we get back to the topic at hand here? Ainaran Rhapsody. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Welcome to this incredible community where we definitely don't get mad at each other and we keep it real chill the whole time. So as I was saying, Shuri Riri Williams, Black Panther Ironheart combo character that's going to do the fusion dance. I'm real excited. Maybe that's how they'll beat Namor. Should be a good time. Should be a good time. I'm going to be excited. I think this movie's going to crack a billy. I think we're all going to be really, really excited. I mean, what do you guys think? You know what I mean? What do you guys think? What do you think of the trailer? You excited for the film? What's your hype level for the film? Bill, Riri? Oh my God. It's Nakia? Jesus Christ. So Ironheart is Shuri. Yes. How does Doom play into all of this? Well, first of all, he's changing his name to Dee so that he can be like Shuri and Riri and confuse the fuck out of me. But how does Doom play into all of this? He's the one puppeteering, playing the strings. I think that... Okay, well, let's talk about this other thing then. Holy shit, you guys are triggered. You triggered the fuck out of me. Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about this, you freaking poopy buttholes. Okay, hang on. Let me get this. Okay. Let's talk about this. Holy shit. Namor isn't the Black Panther 2 villains fans expecting. Okay, that's a title. In an interview with Empire, actor Huerta Tanakh, which I think I said his name Tanakh Huerta before. Y'all want to jump down my throat on that one too? Shared that Namor, the Submariner, isn't the villain in Black Bather Wakanda Forever, but rather an anti-hero. Latin Americans are always the bad guys in Hollywood movies, and now we are the heroes, or an anti-hero in this instance. That definitely means something. The article also touched on the hope that Huerta's casting will give the same inspiration to Mexicans and Latinos that the original Black Panther did for the black community. Along these lines, the actor went on to say that we are making something to be proud of in Hollywood. That's cool. Now, even though Huerta is looking to distinguish Namor from the villain archetype, other reports have suggested otherwise. For instance, in a July article from Hola, reported that Huerta's Namor was, in fact, Black Panther's 2 villain. However, in the same article, most believe Namor was still the ruler of Atlantis, not Talokan. Additionally, the actor was quoted in the piece supporting why he's saying now, which is that everyone pretends to be a superhero or a part of movies or whatever, and then you are a part of it. You are the superhero. I mean, look, we're going to read on here, but again, like, I get where he's coming from because, like all great villains, Namor thinks he's doing the right thing. Namor thinks that it's Wakanda who is going to be flawed, and that Wakanda stands in their way to not necessarily take back the surface world, but to make sure that actually they're all good, right? Because, you know, the idea of humans like Doom or somebody else taking vibranium from the ocean, disrupting, the technology and the home of all of these Atlanteans, like, yeah, dude, that's not good. So in that sense, I do think, yeah, he's going to be somewhat of an anti-hero. I guess to me, the problem is that even though there's something like see eye to eye about these two cultures, the fact that he's going to fucking flood... And by the way, I know some shit Namor's going to do in this movie that I'm not even going to say. I've said it before, but I'm not going to say it like right now. But Namor is going to earn the hatred of the Wakandan people. I mean, we already see that he floods the shit, right? He's going to be going crazy. So, like, how can he be the hero or the anti-hero? I suppose it's possible because Doom is the one that's pulling the strings. If that's explored a lot during the film, then maybe you could see a scenario in which he's not considered the villain. But I'm pretty sure he's the villain. Kind of makes me nervous, too, that he said this shit about him being a mutant, but he also said the shit about him not being a villain. It's like, well, what if he's not a mutant and he is a villain? Are we going to be able to believe anything that Huerta says ever again? I don't know. But it is pretty interesting. I mean, what do you guys think of this, right? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I think it's pretty damn cool. I hope he's a douche. I hope he's, look, I can accept that he's maybe not evil, but he has to be so steadfast in his belief, and he has to be so willing to destroy Wakanda because he thinks it's the right thing to do. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I need. Is it confirmed that Riri is doomed? 100%. I didn't want to talk about it, but 100% that's confirmed. Woo! Okay. One last thing, and then we're going to get into some hot D, bro. We're getting into some hot D, bro. Where is your current hype for the film? For the film. Josh Lag? Wait, what? No way. No way. There ain't no way. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. Let me know. Where's your hype level out of 10 for the film? Where you at? Or DD Doom? Exactly, it's DD Doom. The lag is real today? That's funny. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything on my end here. Might be you guys. Try to do a little refresh. It's saying I'm good. Yeah, it's saying I'm good to go. A lot of hype. A lot of high scores, man. People are pretty excited for the movie. Yeah. A little choppy? You don't say that. 20 out of 10. Nice. Uh-oh, wait. There is an error. YouTube is not receiving an viewers experience buffering. What the fuck's that about, dude? What the hell's going on here? Are we having issues? I don't know. Chet, figure that shit out, bro. Figure that shit out. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're all really excited for Wakanda Forever. Shit's gonna be dope. I'm excited. Now, let's talk a little bit about Hot D. Liam's using the Wi-Fi. Yeah, probably. Little stinker. Okay. Let's talk some Hot D, y'all. Hot D, episode 7. Episode 7. It's your cam, not your audio? What the fuck? Just relax. Okay? Just relax. We're gonna be fine. Give me your score. Give me your score out of 10 for this episode of House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon, episode 7. And then I think I got to do a thing here real quick. Give me a second here. Why is it literally doing... I can't stand this shit. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Everybody just hang on. Everybody hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, cool. Let's talk some hot D. Where's the where are you guys at with this? Where's the hype level? I'll have to scroll back up. We'll go through this. Have to scroll back up. Ooh, wow. A lot of people really liked it, huh? Damn. Okay, yeah, it looks like a lot of people really, really liked it. I liked it too. I liked the episode a lot. There's a lot going on in the episode, so we'll go over it. And then we'll get into all the super chats and things of that nature. But hell yeah, man. I liked it a lot. It's an interesting episode, to say the least. A lot happens. A lot happens. Surprisingly, a decent ending for some of the characters. For other characters, not so much, okay? So, we begin with the funeral at Driftmark. Very interesting, bro. Like, the thing that's really wild about this show is that there's so much subtext and character drama happening in every single episode. It's just full of tension. I also found it to be really interesting that the behind the scenes, the director, Miguel, directed this episode, and what he said was this was one of the first scenes they shot was after the funeral. And so you know how it's like really awkward and everybody's like kind of looking away from each other. Everybody feels like they're isolated. There's not a lot of dialogue. It was a really awkward scene. That's actually like created in part because these actors and actresses had never met each other before. This was the first day that they were actually filming. And I always like kind of like stuff like that. I'm like, damn, that's a really interesting way to do that shooting schedule. But yeah, so regardless, you're getting this speech by Colus's brother talking about Lena, you know, and all of these things. But they're talking about blood. And it's wild, right? Like... And Damon literally laughs at his wife's funeral, bro. It's so wild. Like, I was like, yo, like, dude, you know that, there's an old song in the 90s. I forget what it was called, but the guy was like, I'm the kind of guy that laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean. Well, you said, well. I instantly thought of that song because I've, like, literally never seen somebody laugh at a funeral. But talking about true-born daughters of the shore. Their mother will not return from her voyage. Ours runs thick. Ours runs true. And he's looking at her, bro. Like, this is like, he's like low-key talking shit right now on her. And the king's like, what the fuck? Lenor, it's like a big L, dude. It doesn't look good, right? It's not looking good. And ours must never thin. And he literally just laughs at him, dude. And Colus is like, what the fuck? Like, yo, you're laughing at my daughter's funeral? Your wife? Like, what the fuck? It's crazy, right? It's really hard to, like, pin down what is going on with Damon. Like, what is the deal with that? But regardless, then we cut into, like, a really, really awkward funeral sequence here. And there's a lot going on here, right? So this dude's trying to mourn his actual father. Him and his mother have somewhat of an understanding now where she's going to explain, yes, you know, you're Targaryen, but she's like kind of giving, she's like throwing him a bone, so to speak, because she's like, yeah, no, like these are our kin. I understand your pain, and yeah, you know, your father's dead. He burned down in Harrenhal, but we gotta be, we gotta play the Game of Thrones. He's in line to the throne, so if he really wants that, he's gonna have to like actually know what the hell he's doing. Here's something that's really interesting. Allison, which I'd love to know, like, where are you guys at with Allison? Because I feel like one of the things the show needed to do was it needed to establish Allison as like a villain or like a heel, and it needed to present Rhaenyra and Daemon as like the face. Like, in order for the next part of the story to work, I think you need to connect with Rhaenyra and Daemon as something of like the protagonist, and Allison and her father and the Greens have to be presented as somewhat of villains. And I felt like this episode did a good job of setting that up, right? But Allison, who would talk about how weird the Targaryen customs are and all this different shit, is literally now marrying her own daughter to her son. And so they're not going to do the marriage to one of Rhaenyra's kids, and instead literally just marrying the daughter to the son. Now, the other thing that's really crazy about, is it Helena, I believe? Helena can see the future. As many people have pointed out, in the last episode, she calls the losing of the eye for the dragon. And I believe she's calling something in this episode too, right? So she's like a dreamer. She's touched. She can see the future somewhat. And that's really, really interesting. And I wonder if that will come into play moving forward. But the other thing that's really weird about this scene is like Aegon and Aemond are sitting there looking at their weird ass sister. Okay. And Aegon, dude, I gotta be, no, not Riri. No. And so Riri, is weird, and she can see the future, and Aegon's looking at her. And I gotta tell you, there's a big part of me that identifies with Aegon. Aegon doesn't give a fuck, bro. He's so disinterested in everything, and he's just drinking himself away. He's like, she's a weirdo. She's crazy. You know what I mean? He's not even really that upset that it's his sister. He's like, she's fucking weird, dude. You know what I mean? And I love that. And dude, what a weird episode for Aemond as well, because Aemond is presented, at least at the beginning of the episode, as being so much more put together than his brother. He's like, I'd bang our sister if it meant doing the right thing for our house, you know what I mean? And like, just he's got a good head on his shoulders, despite not having a dragon, being a second son, etc., etc. And Aemond is just, or Aegon is just drinking his life away, dude. He is just drinking his life away, right? And then the boy's like, I would do it or whatever, right? It's pretty crazy. So Lord Strong is like that guy that just won't leave you alone. Like he's creeping, dog. He's like hardcore creeping on Allison. It's weird. Everybody notices it. She's uncomfortable, and I really like the way that she acts around him and the relationship that these two characters have. But it's really interesting. The subtext, of course, crazy. He's told by his mother to go over there and give them some comfort, and he does. And this was actually one of the sweet moments in the episode. It's followed up by one of the sweetest moments in the episode with his brother, actually. So they hold hands or whatever. This shit hit me hard. I don't know about y'all, but this shit hit me hard. Okay, so Corlys is sitting here talking about how he's going to inherit Driftmark, talking about how it's his birthright, and this kid is literally like, I don't want it, because if I get Driftmark, it means all of you are dead. And I was like, damn, like, what a crazy way to think of it. But also, like, they're in mourning, it's a funeral and all these different things. I was like, this is really, really interesting, So, pretty interesting, a really cool scene. And, Corlys, it's your birthright, you know what I mean? And like even he's a little shook by it, right? Like, watch this. He's like, damn. You're all dead. And Corlys is just like, damn. Guess that's some real shit, kid. Damn. Look at him. It's like, that's the look of a man that's inside of his head. It's like, damn. You know? Pretty crazy. So yeah, a lot of politicking, a lot of like weird stuff going on. This dude's just getting it in, dude. Like, dude, Aegon is kind of the best, dude. Like, he's kind of the best. Like, he's ridiculous. Lenor is just broken, dude. Lenor is just broken. He's just in there. He can't protect his sister. This dude's just chilling with everybody, partying, enjoying his station. And Corlys, this is like another weird, awkward thing where he's like, go get him. You know what I mean? I was like, this is crazy. Like, what do people think is going on here? There's a lot of subtext just in general that I feel like is accepted or because of the political ramifications is not openly talked about, right? This was a really interesting scene. Viserys, again, just being a chill-ass good dude. I feel so bad for Viserys. He might be like one of the only like chill-ass trying to do the right thing people in this show. Everybody's trying to use him. He's literally a walking corpse. Everybody's shitting on him. It's crazy, dude. So he comes over and he's like legitimately just trying to like give some kind words to his brother. You know what I mean? Because he knows what it's like. It's a curse. They look just like their mother. It's beautiful, but it's also a curse. The gods can be cruel. Daemon's like, the gods have been especially cruel to you, bitch. And he's like, look, I can, come back to King's Landing. I can give you this, that, second, and the third. And his response, Daemon's ever response to his brother is, I don't need anything. Maybe the most honest thing that Daemon has said in the show thus far. And it did remind me a lot of like the attitude he showed when his brother sent support to him in the Stepstones and literally beat the shit out of the messenger and went and took care of the crab feeder on his own, seemingly alone at first. That's very Daemon. You know what I mean? And Daemon is such an interesting character. So interesting, complex. You know what I mean? Rhaenyra's kind of scoping it. It's very interesting the way this all goes down. And then he like leaves and Otto's just like watching it all go down. You know what I mean? And we see that Otto is Hand of the King once again. Also, did y'all catch what happened here? Calm your tits, I will not. Did you guys catch what happened here when he referred to her as Emma? Like, he's becoming literally delusional. Emma was his old wife. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm going to bed, Emma. Like, damn, bro. Have y'all ever had that happen where you accidentally refer to your current lover by the name of an old, like an ex? Y'all ever have that happen? Like, that can be horrible, right? Because it's the king, nobody does shit. But it's just wild. Like, he is really deteriorating, okay? So Grandpa Otto Hightower finds Aegon 7 sheets to the wind and is like, you dumb motherfucker, and like gets him up. He takes him to bed. A lot of people are just drinking their troubles, drinking their sorrows away. And then we have one of the craziest, most impactful, important scenes in the show thus far, where they're like really talking about some things. And essentially what's going on in this scene is Rhaenys, I believe that's her name, right? She wants her daughter's daughters to inherit Driftmark because they're actually Valyrians. They actually have Corlys's blood. And obviously, the thing that everybody knows, which I fucking love, by the way, it's so cool because we're going to, get to the end here where Aegon has one of the most baller-ass moves I've ever seen where he just says it to the king. It was fucking crazy when they're, in the drama scene at the end, right? But in this instance, it's the thing that everybody knows. And Corlys says a couple of things that really define his character. He says, what is this brief mortal life without the pursuit of legacy? And then when sort of pushed back as far as the legacy of Corlys is actually his daughters and et cetera, he says, history doesn't remember blood. It remembers names. That, of course, is true because both of his daughters, who actually have his blood, will marry and change their names. They're not going to be Valyrians. They're not going to actually take his name forward through the histories. But these boys, these bastard boys that are basically Rhaenyra and Harwin Strong's kids, will actually carry his name forward and pass down that name generation to generation. As long as they have sons, that house name will last, right? And it just shows you like the priorities of him, like what he's thinking. And like it's kind of true. Like ultimately it is true that is, you know, what history will remember, but it's also bittersweet, unfair, and not what she's looking for here. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Crazy. And he's offended. He's offended by this discussion, and then he leaves. Now, I'm wondering what y'all think about Rhaenyra and Daemon getting together, okay? So, I think especially if you're a book reader, or if you've, like me, you've just watched a million videos about it and basically, like, you understand the book lore, we all know this is where it's headed. And it's almost like in a lot of ways the show is just circling this inevitable thing here. And Daemon and Rhaenyra together that's a very powerful, compelling idea. I think, as she notes later, it kind of doubles the strength of her own claim and will help her fight against the Greens. She says it to him in High Valyrian, like, I need your help to fight against the Greens, right? And that's true. But I will say the way that this was handled, I think that, you know, they try to shoot this scene in such a way that it doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel like we're sort of rushing to this outcome. And despite everything the show has done with, like, developing Laena, developing Lenor, doing all these different things to make you understand that time is passing, it does kind of feel like this point was rushed to a little bit, and that other characters and things were kind of thrown by the wayside, right? So it kind of feels like Laena and Lenor are both sort of just literally sacrificed at the altar of this couple. And at first, I was like, I don't love that. You know what I mean? I don't love it because I like these other characters. It also just really does feel like it's streamlined. However, apparently, in the books, that's kind of the idea. It's like, just like everybody kind of knows that she's got bastards or whatever, when these two get together, the whole realm kind of acknowledges that some shit went down to get this to happen. That, you know, his wife possibly foul play, her husband possibly foul play, and they even kind of talk about this later as they're planning it, because they're like, people will be so afraid of what we're capable of, they won't really question it. And just like nobody's going to question what the king says in front of the king, nobody's really going to question the validity in front of them of their relationship, but it is sort of the talk of the realm that they did some shady ass stuff to get together. So it's almost like that feeling we're having as an audience, or at least that I'm having as a viewer, that's like, man, this is rushed. I don't know. I don't love this. Actually makes sense for the context of what's going to happen moving forward, right? So to me, like, it's an okay scene. The kiss I felt like was earned and romantic. We're going to skip ahead past the actual Seggy time. But I thought, like, serviceable for the story while also feeling a little bit forced. And I think that at the very least, you do understand that they have longed for each other. And Rhaenyra in particular, she feels as though Daemon abandoned her. I think she actually literally wanted Daemon to steal her away from her wedding. And in her mind, she had some romantic idea of that and what that could be. And in the wake of that, her life, doing her duty and doing all these other things, was not what she wanted. And so she has this like bitterness. She's so bitter. She's bitter towards her gender. She's bitter towards her role. She's bitter towards becoming the heir. She's bitter towards Alicent, and she's bitter towards Daemon. She feels as though Daemon had been there, things would have been way different. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all works out with them together. But we then cut to probably my favorite part of the episode. I'm wondering what you guys think, man. But, oh, dude, to me, this was my favorite part of the episode, and it was so cool. Some of y'all are saying if it's not forced or whatever. I get you. To me, this part was so damn cool, and the visual effects here are incredible. Vhagar is epic, massive, huge dragon, and especially because Aemond is so tiny, the visuals here were brilliant. You know what I mean? I loved it. And what a bold idea for the kid. You got to give this kid credit, man. In spite of all the things that are going on, and then like, yo, we're going to talk about how he literally changes up so fast. It was bizarre. But essentially, like, for him to get here and earn the right to ride this dragon, kid's got balls, man. Kid's got balls. And then the actual flight, when they actually take off, it was so brilliant. I don't know that I've seen a cooler, let's get on this dragon and ride sequence in Game of Thrones in general. Like when Jon Snow first rides the dragon, I thought it was really cool. But it didn't have the same feeling. This, you know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of the scene in Man of Steel where Superman first learns how to fly. And like he's just out there in the ice and like doing all that kind of stuff. It has that same kind of like, it's a very heroic, like coming of age moment for this character. It's very significant, and I absolutely loved it. Here where he's shaking the dust off, you know what I mean, kind of lumbering forward, and then he like, you know, takes off, and it's so epic looking, and they did an incredible job of making Vhagar look absolutely epic and big, but also like heavy, dude, like heavy, right? And so I love the visuals. This sequence was absolutely incredible. One of the best in the show so far. And yet so strangely then leads to this part where I'm like, yo, fuck this kid. You know what I mean? Like, it's so wild that that's what happens. But we essentially get to this point where, you know, he comes down off the dragon. Aegon's way too wasted to do anything here. They're upset because it's their mother's dragon and somebody else has the chance to claim, or should have had the chance to claim the dragon or whatever, which I can appreciate a little bit here. And then this kid, dude, this kid goes from 0 to 100 so fast. Like, this is like definition of just getting one thing to go right for you and then letting all of your like true colors out, right? This would be like if you got a big bonus, or like you hit the lotto or something. Like, this is like getting a lotto ticket, you winning, and then you're like at your job and you start dancing on the tables, you throw some shit in the face of your boss and you're like, yo, fuck y'all, like I don't give a fuck this job, fuck you, because you don't care because you just won the lotto. Like, this dude, this kid changed up so fast, and we were all like, bro, really? Pushing them down, you know what I mean? Punching, he literally punches this girl in the face. Boom. It's so wild, bro. He's calling the kids bastards, taking rocks, he's gonna beat them and stuff. Like, dude, how wild is this? And then of course he loses the eye, okay? Now, it all kind of comes down to this big sequence. And this sequence is very meaningful. He's lost the eye, of course. Alicent is going crazy. She literally wants an eye for an eye. It's very intense. The king is involved. It's all very, very crazy. Rhaenyra basically puts on blast. Multi-nerd, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Rhaenyra puts the kids on blast for the highest of treason, and that is accusing her of having bastards, right? And this was bizarre because, again, everybody knows that's what's going on. The kid is questioned, and I love that Aemond is like, it was Aegon. And Aegon's like, fuck. You know what I mean? And the king's like, what's the deal? And this was the moment where I was like, dude, Aegon, you a wild boy, but I love it, dude. Because he literally said what I think is the most unthinkable fucking response. And that is that we all know it, Father. I mean, just look at them. Like, what? Are you serious? Like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Holy shit. That he just took it to a whole new level, dude. He took it to a whole new level. It's fucking crazy. And so the king's just like, everybody be nice. I'm the king, goddammit. Everybody be nice. Alicent tries to order Sir Criston Cole to go take the eye of Rhaenyra's kids. It's fucking crazy. She grabs the cat's paw dagger, goes for her, and at this point Rhaenyra's just baiting her and shit, and she actually cuts Rhaenyra. Holy shit. Like, this was so crazy, man. I can't believe she actually cut her. And the king, like, does nothing about his heir and daughter being cut by his wife. Like, he's just literally like, everybody go to bed. This is over. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I feel like this is far from over, and I feel like the wildest shit ever just happened. This is, of course, going to lead to the actual conflict here between the Greens, between the Blacks, and it's very crazy. It's very bizarre. Oh, my God. And then, to me, man, this part of the episode got me really, really excited. Got me super, super hyped up, okay? Because literally, Otto comes in, dude. Otto comes in, and like everybody's thinking, oh, he's gonna scold her. Oh, he's gonna be big mad. And he literally just starts like, he like shuts the door and he's like, hey, like he's hyped, bro. He's excited. He's like, you fucking got some balls, Allison, I'll tell you what. He's really, really excited. This is where you know, I was like, dude, this dude's fucking crazy. This dude's fucking crazy, dude. Like, he's literally like, you know what I mean? Like, he's so happy. I was like, this is bizarre, dude. But I love it. And he's ready for war, man. Like, he's ready, bro. Like, it's crazy, right? So we get that kind of scene set up there. Very bizarre. Ready to go. She's getting sutured up. Pretty interesting. And what an interesting scene here. Okay. Earlier on in the episode, Rhaenyra said to Daemon, now after the loss of his sister, Lenor is going to be useless or worse. And I was like, damn, dude. But she's already made her harsh judgment, and she's viewing him right now as a person that she just needs to get out of the way. However, the way this conversation goes down is actually really important for the actual outcome of these events, because he actually is like, I have fucked up, which, by the way, he absolutely has. Like, I feel bad for Lenor. I really do. But he has fucked this up. He's fucked this up royally. And not just because he can't have the kids with her, but because he doesn't even seem to be around. He doesn't even really seem to be interested. He's super checked out. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, you're really fucking up, right? But he comes to her and he's basically like, I know I've been fucking up. I want to do better, etc., etc. And she's like, she says, like, you know, it's not a mistake. The gods made you as a good, honorable man. That's rare and good. And we leave this scene before it's resolved. But I have to assume that after explaining his plans, she probably is like, so here's what's actually going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Because I think she really is already decided at this point, especially after being cut the way that she was. Laenor's just, he's a liability. He's not going to actually help her in this actual Game of Thrones here, right? So she's already made her thing. Now, she's trying to apologize to the king. That doesn't go very well. You know what I mean? And then we get this scene here. Juxtaposed against those two, you know, Lenor and all that. These two actually working out their plan, talking about this. It was really crazy. And she's making moves, dude. She's trying to level up her situation. He's like, I'll take a fucking eye. He's like the dude in he's like the guy, John Goodman in The Big Lebowski. He's like, you want a toe? You want an eye? I'll get you an eye. I'll get you an eye by 3 this afternoon for the right price. You know what I mean? Like, he's like about it. And she's like, no, but like later, I trust you, etc. Pretty interesting. Again, they're working out their plan. And it seems like the plan is to establish that he's dead. Because if you watch what goes down here, he comes in to fight, right? But you see, there's a shot before this where Daemon actually, right here, where Daemon actually takes a dude out. Let me see if I can find it. It's like right here. Yeah, that's Daemon taking a dude out for the body. Where's it at? It's probably like right here. I don't want to skip it. She's like, they'll fear what we're capable of. Yeah, this guy. So this guy gets taken out by Daemon to be the replacement body. Okay. And then they stage the death of Lenor. It's horrible, right? Because they put him in the fire and it gets all burnt, right? Then those two get married. And at the very end of the episode, the big twist is that these two dudes are actually going to go live their life somewhere else. They're going to San Diego, right? Where they can live their real authentic lives. And they're out of the picture. It's pretty interesting. Now, again, I think that as far as Westeros is concerned, they're going to be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, he's dead and it seems super shady. But you're going to get the blacks established with Daemon and Rhaenyra. And I think because of the way the episode goes down, they're kind of left, especially because of this ending here, which is not the way it was in the books. In the books, he's dead. Or at least like he's presumed dead. Like he could be alive as well. But in the books, it's like, no, he's dead. And his lover just kills him after a fight or something. They have like this beef and then whatever, he kills him, right? So because of the way this ended, it does appear that Daemon and Rhaenyra actually have a lot of love for Lenor, which it's true. Like they both do. Daemon has fought side by side with him. He has a lot of respect for him. He even says it earlier on when they're to be betrothed. Rhaenyra, even in the thing where Laenor's like, I'm fucking up, I'm so sorry. She's like, you're a good man. So they understand it. And they do the right thing here. They allow him to be taken off the table politically and give him a good life to go live. That helps the audience to feel positive about Daemon and Rhaenyra, which I think is important for where we go next. But where we go next is going to get crazy. You're going to see the Greens really starting to take over. The King's like either dead or dying. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting. So, there you have it. My breakdown and thoughts on Hot Tea. Yeah. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? And we'll get into Q&A in a little bit here, but just generally speaking, like, what do you think? Something I missed? Something you were real hyped about? Fuck the Greens. I mean, I think that's kind of the setup, right? We're all kind of supposed to feel that way, I think. Rhaenyra is not a good person. Is there anybody in the show that you consider to be a really good person? Do the drawing before the Q&A. All right. Hottest episode of Hot D yet. I mean, it was pretty hot. It's pretty hot. You know what I mean? It's pretty hot. I thought it was pretty hot. Okay. Online dice roller. This is what we used before, right? But it doesn't actually have the rolling. Is there a better one? I don't know if there is. They don't have a D100 on here either. Hang on now. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll do it this way. Okay. So, let me pull this up here. Let me pull this up. Okay, as it stands, we currently have 832 members. Yeah, we lost some members because everybody was all butthurt about my Star Wars take. I get it. It's the price you pay. And also, times are hard, so I understand. I understand people not being able to be a member. It's all good. So let's see here. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. So there are 9 pages of members here. Okay, so a couple of different things we got to do. Here we go. Let me get it set up here. That's not it. Okay, cool. There it is. And maybe we do this to make it a little larger here. Okay, boom. So here we go. We got 9 pages here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll 1 die. If it is an even... No, if it is an odd, we'll start from page 1. If it's even, we'll start from page 9. Boom, here we go. Even. Okay, so we start from page 9. So let me get all the way over here to page 9. The next thing we're going to do is roll a 9-sided die. Or rather, we'll do this down here. Oh, wait, you can't really see that, can you? Hang on. Okay, so we're focused on this part down here. 9-sided die, boom. And we'll stop it, and we'll randomly get what page we will take the name for the $200 GameStop gift card. Are you ready? Boom! Page 4. And so here we go. 2, 3, 4. Somebody on this page will win. Oh, Dirty's on here. Oh, damn, dude, a lot of OGs on here. Okay, somebody on this page will win a GameStop gift card. Okay, so let's go back over here. Let's do 100. This will be the person. This will be the person right here. Are you ready? Should we stop it? Should I keep it going for suspenseful purposes? Boom! No way, bro. Bro, there ain't no way. It just stopped on a 1. It just stopped on a 1, dude. Holy shit. Okay, let's see. Who's the first one? Who's the first one? I'm going to keep shaking it so nobody knows. Okay, who's the first one up on the page? Bryson Wiley. Bryson Wiley, who has been a member for 9 months, is the winner of the $200 GameStop gift card. Bryson, if you are watching, you got to hit me up. Hit me up in the DMs on either Twitter or on Discord or something of that nature. Hit me up on one of those. We'll get you this $200 GameStop gift card. I'll also give you until next Monday. And if you haven't claimed it, we'll give it away again to somebody else. Okay, let's get into the Q&A. Let's get into the Q&A and then we'll call it a day. Oh my God, I forgot to do the thing. I'm the worst. Don't send in member chats. My bad. I am the worst. Why has it got to be like that? Why can't I just click over to that one side page? So let me explain to you what's happening here, okay? So on the streaming, there's a stream setting, analytics, and viewer activity. Now, when I click the stream health thing, it populates what's going on. When I click the analytics, it populates what's going on. When I hit the stream setting, it populates what's going on. When I go to viewer activity, if I haven't had viewer activity just open the whole time, it collects none of the viewer activity. What the fuck is up with that? YouTube, that's stupid as fuck. That's ridiculous. Why do I have to have it open the entire time just so that it can actually... Anyway, regardless, let's get into it. Let's get through these super chats, and then we'll hang out in the chat, okay? Okay. We can still have fun. We can still do fun things. Okay, so first in today was Skylar Hillman says, tips for growing a YouTube channel. Okay, so let me just try to... Tips for growing a YouTube channel. Man, tips for growing a YouTube channel. The most important tip is to identify what kind of content you want to make and what audience will love that content. But the honest to God truth is this. There are a million videos and a ton of content creators that specialize in this. So go to YouTube and type in tips for growing a YouTube channel, and you'll get a plethora of very educated people that are talking about just that. So go ahead and check that out. Skylar Hillman follows up and says, I don't think they will recast T'Challa in this 616. The next male Black Panther in the main universe will be his son. But we will see T'Challa from another universe in Secret Wars. I think that is a fair assessment. You're probably right. And yet I still hope you're wrong. Because I want T'Challa in the 616, man. I want T'Challa in the 616. But I guess that's just selfish of me. Old Head Mike's Mental Call on Moa says, many people nagging in these comments about profiting off death. As someone who cried over Chadwick, I want to see that. If you didn't care, just say it. Look, people feel differently about this. I totally understand it. It's a sensitive issue. From my perspective, the marketing that they have done has been very tasteful. But also, your mileage may vary, and some people might not like it, and I totally understand that. So, it is what it is. The real Jesse Lee Reed with a $10 holla. Very generous. Says, Wakanda trailer looks incredible. Hella dope. Movie could be amazing, but the last shot, that's Nakia. Then great movie. But if that's Riri or Shuri, I'll puke and the movie will be dumpster fire. Oh, that's Shuri. 100%. That's Shuri. And Shuri and maybe a few others are going to get Black Panther suits in the film. I don't know that Shuri will remain Black Panther when the film is over, but she will absolutely be wearing the Black Panther armor and fighting Namor in this film. Dan the Man with the $2 holler says, at the 08 mark, you can see me. I'm the shirtless one. What? What are you talking about, bro? Jack DeWhiskey says, D23 trailers show the soldiers trying to steal Wakanda tech / Vibranium. Wakanda captures the soldiers and releases them at the press conference. Oh, okay. I like that. That's actually a really interesting kind of little angle there. So that's cool, man. And thanks for the heads up. Peter B. Parker says, I heard Spider-Man was there. No, you didn't. Apar says, did you mean Shuri or Riri or Shuri? Trev says, Badam anti-hero movie comes out, then Namor and Black Panther 2, like Shazam and Cap Marvel, or BVS and Civil War, coming out real close together. It's weird. DC and Marvel keep doing this. Yeah, they've been doing it, though. They did it in the comics back in the day, too. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see the difference between Black Adam and Namor. Also, by the way, Black Adam is currently tracking to do similar numbers to Morbius, bro. It's tracking to bomb right now, right? I actually am going to go see it, mostly because of the Henry Cavill situation, and who knows, like, maybe it'll be good, and maybe the movie will, like, make some money, but, like, as it stands right now, bro, it is not looking good for Black Adam. But who knows? Maybe a bunch of people will go see it. We'll see. MTS says, you think Alicent is doing the deed with her knight, Sir Criston Cole? The king gave them both a look after all the drama. I don't think so. Maybe. But I think Alicent is actually, like, taking her honor responsibility very seriously. Not in the way that Rhaenyra is. I think actually they're going to have a fourth kid, and the king and her are still doing it, which is crazy. But yeah, that's what I think is going on. The real Jesse Lee Reed says, Namor will present first as a villain, but the final shot of the movie will be Namor extending his hand in friendship, saying, Wakanda forever. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Obi-Wan says, Damon laugh reminded me of Floki from Vikings. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He does. Yeah. It's kind of wild, huh? I am 007 James Bond says, Damon playing that dude to die was a classic. It was predictable, but still juicy. I'm sold on Team Damon and Rhaenyra. Yeah, I think I am too. I think it's Team Black all day. David says, did Taika blow the opportunity to introduce the Thor corpse for Secret Wars? Seems like every other project introduces variants of some type. Now, I don't know that he blew that opportunity. That could still absolutely happen, but, you know, it clearly just wasn't reined in at all for Love and Thunder and just went way too wild. So that just is what it is. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he blew it, but yeah, it's definitely not a good film, and I'm disappointed in it. Mo from the Foe with the $10 haul. Appreciate you, man. Says, what's good, Papa? I know we're probably leaning more towards a Hickman adaptation of Secret Wars, but I'd be upset to not see a Beyonder or watch Spider-Man solo the X-Men like in the 84 version. Yeah, hopefully we have a little bit of both, right? Because they did talk to Shooter, and they got him to sign off on them using that movie. So they gave him like some royalty shit. So they're going to use stuff from the 84 version. But then again, incursions are happening as well. So like it's gonna be a combo. Susan from the lobby says no. I don't know what what you're referring to, Susan. But why don't you just focus on your gosh dang job down there? RF Gaming Channel with a $10 holla says, my brother was the biggest Star Wars fan. Mike lost his battle to ALS this morning after a 5.5-year battle. Hold your loved ones close and don't sweat the small stuff. Much love, Nerd Ventures. That's crazy. That's tragic. My heart goes out to you and your family, man. That's crazy. I don't know what solace I can bring at all, but I definitely know that we're all going to take a little bit extra time today just to tell our loved ones that we love them. And the tower's always here for you, man. If you need to just come in here and get distracted from the tragedies of life. And, much love to you, man. And may your brother rest in peace. Sounds like a pretty awful situation. Let's see here. Expo City says, I'm also for recasting T'Challa in 616, but if he's passed in the WF, how do you think they would do the recast down the road if they wanted to do it? But if he's passed in Wakanda Forever, how do you do the recast if they wanted to do it? All kinds of ways. You could resurrect him. You could do time travel, grab a variant, place him into the world. Yeah, I think depending on what happens in the movie, you could see a route by which they could do that. You know what I mean? Because he's not in the ancestral plane. Why is he not in the ancestral plane? Maybe he's still alive. Stormy says, Namor looks fucking alpha male Giga Chad. His powers look absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see him go up against Riri, Black Panther, Imperious Rex. Yeah, dude. The amount of people that got triggered by me saying like alpha and like Giga Chad and some other fun stuff in the video we did yesterday had me rolling, bro. It literally made me want to do all of my videos just with like alpha or Giga Chad in the title. Like, because I want to work on a Doctor Doom video, and I was like, what if I just put Marvel's most Giga Chad alpha male Doctor Doom is coming to the MCU, and like just do that video? Because like, holy shit, talk about fucking pearl clutching. Like, I literally had people in the comments being like, that's toxic, and I just wanted to be like, dude, you're wound way too tight for life. We're just trying to have fun over here. Holy shit, you know. All right, anyways, much love to you all today. I'll hang out in the chat for a little bit, and then we're going to get on out of here because I'm hungry. Oh, by the freaking way, crazy video coming out for you guys later today. It's some really bad X-Men news, followed up with some really interesting and good X-Men news. And if you didn't know, Daniel Rickman dropped some really interesting things about the X-Men yesterday. I briefly talked to Daniel about it. We've got a super hyped up video coming out for you guys later today, all about the X-Men. Holy shit! It's going to be sick. What are the odds we get Moon Knight in Secret Wars? 50-50. What are Yins eating for lunch today? Burgers, man. Burgers. We're actually going to make our own burgers, but I'm going to run over to Five Guys and get us some of their fries and some of their Cajun fries. But we're going to make our own burgers at home. So we got some burgers. And yo, yesterday we had some delicious bratwurst. Oh my God, bro. I love a good brat. I love a good brat. How many dragons does everyone have since he got the biggest dragon? There's a lot of dragons. 34 Virgo, I'm sorry. Was it a member chat or was it a super chat? Because unfortunately, Chet screwed up the thing where I couldn't, I couldn't do the member chats and all that. Really want to see Daredevil's reaction to all the X-Men and Kang shit? Oh yeah, for sure. That would be sick. Good burger with some pepper jack. Oh, is it a $2 holla? Let's see if it's in here. I don't see it. Yeah, for some reason it didn't pop up over here. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Bro, I haven't been able to keep it with the streams because of life, and I kind of just hop on sporadically. But how's the father life going? Is the baby here yet? Sorry, it's been a while. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, Jamie, the father life is good. Dad life is a little bit more hard than I thought it would be. And Elisa and I are both just kind of like dealing with this new parent thing. And I think we're at that stage of it where we're like, this is tough, dude. I don't know if we want to have another baby. Definitely anytime soon, but maybe like at all. Like it's wild, So, no, things are good. It's really rewarding, and he's a little cutie. But it is certainly a whole thing, you know? Beyonda says the guys over at Planet Fantics have had some good takes on recast T'Challa. I know the host is a big fan of yours. Oh, cool. I'll have to check them out. I'll have to check them out. I'll search for that, actually. Cool. Cool. That is cool. Fortune cookies are alien shit. Wait, what? How much lower can She-Hulk go? Well, episode 8, which I think is this week's episode, is going to be the Daredevil episode. So that'll be probably good. And then I have no idea what they're going to do for episode 9. But, man, She-Hulk. What an interesting thing that happened there. Islam vs. Charles is coming up. I'm so hyped. Dude, that weekend's going to be crazy. So that weekend is Elisa's birthday weekend. So my aunt and my cousin are coming into town. They're going to watch Liam during the day on Saturday. So Elisa and I are going to go out, have a really nice, day. Do some stuff for her. And then that night, we'll probably all watch the UFC together. It's going to be really, really cool. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Dude, no, they need to stay away from Daredevil. I mean, I want to see Daredevil in the show. I'm much more excited to see Daredevil in Echo and then in his own show. But yeah, I'm going to check it out. Anyone ever had a rib out of place? I think I do right now. The chiropractor. Wait, what? I have no idea about that, but that doesn't sound good. Have I ever considered live streaming on EFAP? I don't know what that is. So, no, I have not considered it. The Rick and Morty episode, Fortune Cookies Are Alien Shit. Oh, dude, we're going to have to check that out. That's funny because Elisa just had some wild fortune cookies. The last time we got Chinese, dude. Like, oh, okay, Dan, the man. You're in the Wakanda Forever trailer? Bro, you ain't really in that Wakanda Forever trailer. Why are you playing? She got, like, we're watching you and shit. For her fortune cookie. And we were just like, what? The fuck? So, maybe we'll watch that Rick and Morty later and it'll be real cool. It's a great Rick and Morty episode. Sick, dude. I'll check it out. I like that show. Bruh. Bellator this weekend. Someone's arm got dislocated. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds nasty. Cannot wait for Nerd Theory tonight. It's going to be sick. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I have not talked about Andor. Like, at all. I think like a little bit here and there and all that. So tonight should be interesting, man, because look, there's some good things that this episode did. I still really don't like the show. So it'll be interesting to have the discussion with Theory. That's not Star Wars to me. But yeah, should be interesting to talk about it. How has the power dynamic changed since he's the biggest dragon? I mean, dude, it's massive. Like, that's a huge turning of the tides. Something that probably should have been focused on a little bit more in the episode. I feel like Otto agreeing with Aemond was interesting and saying, like, it's worth 1,000 more than that dude's eye. For sure. It's fucking crazy, dude. That dragon could literally eat other dragons, so. Josh, would you watch a Twilight spinoff? No romance, just wolves and vampires and shit in the early 2000s? Hell nah. But, what was the other one with the werewolves, the lichens, and the vampires? Underworld, I think. Underworld was dope, bro. Underworld was dope. And if they revitalized that, I'd be into it. Kate Beckinsale, I think, right? That shit was dope. But Twilight? Oh, hell no. Do you really want Dr. Jones in the MCU? Yeah, I mean, dude, Harrison Ford would be incredible. I don't think he's actually going to do it. He was being looked at. They approached him. They had talks. Did I stop watching Rings of Power? Yes. I think I have now. I have not watched the last 2, maybe 3 episodes, and I am not going to. So, yeah. I think there are room for multiple flavors of Star Wars. Good. That's a good attitude to have. That is a good attitude to have. I do not share your opinion. Josh, have you seen a red Heartstopper? No, what the hell is that, bro? What you talking about? You know what's really cool? that nobody's talking about is Bleach. Bleach is coming back, dude. You kidding me? Fucking Bleach. 1,000 Year Blood. Whoa! That shit's hype, bro. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. Let's go. Christian Bale as Thrawn. It would be the best thing ever. It would completely win me back as a Star Wars fan. I would take back every horrible thing I've said about Star Wars. And so, therefore, it will not happen. The universe just doesn't work like that. We don't get the good from Star Wars. We don't get the W's. So, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Okay, let's get out of here. Josh Waldron is confirmed to be writing Secret Wars. Don't play with me. Where's that shit coming from? Don't fucking play with me. Don't play. Homie, don't play that. Michael Waldron is set to write Avengers Secret Wars. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Yeah. Fuck yeah. A big fat fucking W as far as I'm concerned. Boom. Let's fucking go. Hey, where are all the people that didn't like Multiverse of Madness? Where are all the Multiverse of Madness haters? Could you step up to the front of the class? Come on. How y'all feeling now? How y'all feeling now? I didn't like Multiverse of Madness. Wrong. Fuck you. It was great. You don't know anything. Michael Waldron for the win. Oh, what a fat W. What a fat, I can barely hold my excitement in W. Man, look, opinions, look, film is subjective, and everybody, is free to have their own beliefs. But, like, if you, hated Multiverse of Madness, you're wrong, and fuck you. Because that's what it is. He's writing Secret Wars. Suck on that. Suck on that. Ah! Oh, man. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Oh, man. Why does Marvel treat me so good? Why does Marvel touch me in all the good places? Pause. Why is it so much better over here being a Marvel fan than being a Star Wars fan? Hot damn, there's all this fucking good news. Holy shit. Okay, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Woo! Okay. Time for me to eat some burgers. And it's time for the Multiverse of Madness haters to eat shit. Okay, much love. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Holy shit. W after W, man. Oh my God. Michael Wilder's the only singer was? Oh my god. Bro, do you guys realize, do you know all the crazy shit that he was gonna put into Multiverse of Madness that got cut? The guy just, he gets it, man. Ugh. I doubt it's gonna be Raimi that does it, you know what I mean? I would be very happy, but a lot of people would be crazy. So it's probably gonna be Coogler, right? It's Coogler and Waldron together, you know? Coogler bringing in the sensibilities, the tone. Waldron just going fucking crazy with this script. Oh my god, bro. Holy shit, dude. Oh, we're feeling good. Hey, chat. Hey, raise a glass. Raise a glass. She-Hulk and W. You don't say that, A-Par. Let's just fucking forget about it. Let's act like the show's already over. Daredevil shit was cool. Whatever. Don't bring up Thor either. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I don't like what's happening right now. It's over. The bad times are past us. Did you not watch the video I did yesterday? Yeah. Okay. Everybody chill. Listen. Put your glass to the sky. Put your blinkers to the sky. Raise the blunt. And here's to feeling good. All the time. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Open up your third eye. Watch out for your brown eye. Make sure you're getting some exercise. Eating your vegetables. Maybe doing a walk. You know, take care of yourself. Watch behind your ears. You know, tell somebody you love them. Just try to relax. Have a good time.